If you're 11, 12, 13, 14, 15 years old, it doesn't even matter the age, but especially if you're those ages, watch this video, or at least save it so you can come back to watch it when you're bored or something, because I would have killed for a video like this when I was younger, 100%.
The devil really doesn't care so much about making men fall into lust. If you fall into lust, there's always repentance. So the demons, what they really want is not to make men fall into lust, but to fall into despair. And that's the shame that we want to conquer. They want to make us fall into despair so that we stop seeking Christ altogether. Number two, Christ could take lust away from a man like that. But the reason he doesn't is because the struggle is our salvation. And actually learning to properly battle against lust, men will learn the spiritual life. They'll learn how to pray in a way that they never would have otherwise. They'll learn how to fast. They'll learn how to do prostrations, how to read the scriptures. They're going to learn to become better, more fulfilled men because of this struggle.
Before you go and scroll on to the next piece of bullshit you're watching all comfortable in your bed, do you not understand that the more comfortable you get, the more uncomfortable life gets? The less action you take, the more consequences you have. The more you let those bills pile up, the less work you put in, the more food you eat, the fatter you get. All these things are gonna start piling up on you, bro. And bro, I know you weren't built to be average. You were built to have riches. You were built to have the body you want, the physique that you want, the dreams that you want. You were built to have these things, and yet you're content with being average. At the end of the day, the keys are in your hands, bro.
Now what? Another day, no dollars. You have it all over yourself. What are you gonna do then? What do you do next? The same thing you did the day before and the day before? Wake up. Stop beating your... It's getting embarrassing. When's the last time that you completed a goal? You set something in your mind and you said, all right, in 6 months time, I'm gonna have this done. This business will be running. I'll have X amount of money. I'll have an investment do well. Or even if it does bad, I'll make an investment. When is the last time you made it happen? Think about all your bloodlines. Thousands, hundreds of thousands of years have gone by. Man, woman, baby, man, woman, baby, man, woman, baby. And then you came around. Pathetic. Wake up. Nobody is coming to save you.
The 2 hours you spend scrolling each day, or 730 hours each year, could have produced a book, a business, or a body you don't currently have. You need to zoom out. You need to realize that you do have time. You need to realize that 30 minutes compounded over a year is more than enough time to make a massive change.
I can't imagine where God would have taken me if I had sexual discipline. I am nowhere near the orbit of what my possibility was if I had self-discipline. My greatest enemy has been me.
The strongest man in the Bible was destroyed by the same thing destroying you: lust. Samson tore lions apart with his hands. He slaughtered armies with a donkey's jawbone, yet he surrendered everything for a woman's touch. It cost him his strength, his freedom, his eyes. They shaved his beard, blinded him, and chained him like an animal. That's what lust does. It promises pleasure but delivers slavery. Every click, every image, every fantasy is slowly eating away your strength. The enemy doesn't need to defeat a man who's defeating himself. Samson died blind and in chains. So remember, what you're not changing, you're choosing.
Is this the son that your mom raised? Is this the son that your father raised? You're seriously doing this shit again.
Wake up, bro. It's halftime. That contract you signed at the beginning of the year is waiting to be completed, and here you are, about to start the third quarter. You just dropped a stinker in the first half. These are the championship rounds, bro. This is where all that shit counts. And either you're gonna show up and get that ring, get that trophy, get that dream that you've always wanted, or somebody else that signed that same contract is gonna get it before you. You okay with letting that happen? You okay with falling short again? Cause I ain't. You told yourself this year was different. Stop talking, bro. Start doing.
The strongest man in the Bible wasn't taken down by an army, he was taken down by lust. Samson had supernatural strength. He killed a lion with his bare hands. He defeated 1,000 men with a jawbone, yet one woman destroyed him. And it cost him his power, his vision, and his purpose. They shaved his head, gouged out his eyes, and made him a slave. That's what lust does. It weakens you, it binds you, and it chains you. Lust made him weak, and and it's doing the same to you. It's why you can't focus. It's why you don't have any discipline. It's why you feel drained all the time. The enemy doesn't need to fight you if he can just distract you. Samson lost his power, his purpose, his sight. How much more do you have to lose before you wake up?
And the real issue is that you've got no mission, no purpose, and no edge. You're bored, you're stressed, you're undisciplined, and porn becomes the easiest way to escape yourself. What changed for me was I built my body, so I started to respect myself again. I mastered my mind, so I stopped reacting like a little boy, and I locked in on a mission that was bigger than pleasure, because leadership leaves no room for weakness.
If your life was a movie and people were watching up to this point, what would the audience be screaming at the screen, telling you to do with your life? What would the audience watching the movie of your life be screaming at the screen, telling you to do? I already know the answer of what I should be doing. I'm just scared of making the commitment and having the conversation.
How much faster would you achieve your goals if it was just you and your goal? Not you and your goal and Netflix and video games and social media and friends you don't like and movies and shows and all these distractions that are splitting your attention in a million different directions. You can blame your lack of accomplishment on your friends, on your family, on this, on that, but the reality is if it was just you and your goal and no other noise, no other distractions, I guarantee you would have nothing better to do than achieve your goal. So look around at your life and identify the things that take your attention away from the person you want to be and the things you want to accomplish, and remove that shit. Because if your goals are as important to you as you say they are, why would you voluntarily make it harder to achieve them?
Isn't it about time you become that person you knew you always could be? How do you do that? You break the fucking mold, guys. You get the fuck out of bed when it's cold, when it's early. You do something away from the normality of what you've been doing. That's psychotic behavior. Doing the same thing, expecting a different result doesn't work that way. You must switch up the mainframe. Switch it up if you want a different result, man. Why not try it, man? Shock the system. Start with an earthquake, man. What I mean by that is, yeah, get up at 4 in the fucking morning one day. Just one day. And go for a fucking run. Commit to one day. And see how you feel. You can't talk it all the time, you gotta walk it. Commit to one day, try it, see how it feels. Getting up that fucking early when everyone else is asleep, or when it's that cold. When everybody else says, no, this is not comfortable, we shouldn't do this. You say, yes, motherfucker, I'm gonna introduce myself to it.
I slept on myself for way too long. I underestimated the gifts that God gave me for way too long. I forgot to choose my happiness, my peace. I forgot to choose myself for way too long, and never again will I abandon myself.
This one gonna hurt for you to hear, but I don't care because you need to hear it. Lust is ruining your life, and you know it. Listen to me, bro. Never chase another human being, and never chase another feeling again. Chase your purpose, and chase God. I know you feel embarrassed about it, and I know you have this great feeling of dread every time you... But I'm here to tell you that God is the most merciful. So long as you seek Him.
Bro, you have to pick one. It's either purpose or pleasure. You can't work at both at the same time. You're either going to sacrifice the pleasure and keep working on your purpose, or you're going to sacrifice the purpose and push it away every single time you give into your short-term desire. But you cannot work at both at the same time. You either gain the life in the future and lose the one you have now, or you lose your dream life in the future because you just want to have fun now. It's now or later. Which one do you want to enjoy? Bro, 1 year of hard work can change your life. 3-6 months of hard work can change your life. If you're willing to sacrifice your screen time, sacrifice that so you can get to your purpose. I'm on the journey. Every single day I make sacrifices. I give and push back away from my short-term desires because I know my purpose is more meaningful. I know it means more to me. That's what I want to achieve, so that's what I prioritize. That's what I work towards.
Lust is the final boss. Not anger, not pride, not greed. Lust. David, the giant slayer, the man after God's heart, fell to Bathsheba's beauty. Solomon, the wisest king to ever live, was led astray by foreign women. Samson, blessed with supernatural strength, lost everything for Delilah's touch. And these weren't weak men by any means. They conquered armies, built kingdoms, moved mountains, but every single one of them fell to the same enemy. And if you're not careful, you will too. God teaches us to flee from sexual immorality. All other sins a person commits are outside the body, but whoever sins sexually sins against their own body. If you can't master your desires, you've mastered nothing. Every man's story has two possible endings: victory over himself or defeat by his own hand. Write yours very carefully.
Don't do it, bro. And you know exactly what I'm talking about. It's been on your mind. You've probably already decided that you're going to do it one last time tonight. That the temptation and the desires, they are way too strong and you have to do it. But tomorrow you will finally quit. And I'm here to tell you, bro, cut off every single thing in your life that is causing you to give into this lust. If you need to get rid of your phone, get rid of it. If you need to get rid of every single social media account, get rid of it. If you can't be alone in your room at night, go sleep in your living room. Do whatever you can to get away from this lust in your life, because lust will completely destroy your life. It'll destroy your confidence as a man. It'll destroy the purpose that God has in store for you. It'll destroy the plans that God has in store for you. It'll destroy your ability to look at the world. It'll destroy your ability to be a father one day, to be a husband one day, and it will take you for everything that you have. So you need to put your foot down today and overcome lust. You can do it. You got this, bro.
Our deepest fear is not that we are inadequate. Our deepest fear is that we are powerful beyond measure. It is our light, not our darkness, that most frightens us. Your playing small does not serve the world. There is nothing enlightened about shrinking so that other people won't feel insecure around you. We were all meant to shine as children do. It's not just in some of us, it's in everyone. And as we let our own light shine, we unconsciously give other people permission to do the same. As we are liberated from our own fear, our presence automatically liberates others. Sir, I just want to say thank you. You saved my life.